Nitish, Nitish, quote the point. Maniko, asal bani. Ada sana. Itu sana. Koko taruh kanan. Koko.
Boys middle, occupy the front rows, occupy, don't leave space in between. Last row boys, Balaji, Nitish, Nitish, volume make.
அது சவுண்ட் ஃபுல்லா தான் வருது.
Hello. Hello. Can the last row hear me? Is it clear? Hello.
Here, 3 boys can come forward. 3 boys can come forward. Any 3. Srimati ma'am. 3 boys come forward and occupy the front rows. Last row, no selfie. This is not the right place. I repeat, no selfies. This is not the right place and time. Srimati ma'am, you can send 4 students here and there. There is place. We can accommodate. See, you are not kids to be controlled by someone. You are not kids. The last rows. The last rows. You all have stepped into the final semester of your course. Yes? So you know the etiquette of the classroom. And the days you are spending here during this semester is very crucial. Very crucial. Take this for granted. The more you concentrate, the more knowledge you acquire. This will be your final chance to get interacted with your teachers. Be very attentive. If you concentrate for this 15-20 days of the crucial period, later on you will have a lot more time to take selfies, chatting with your friends, etc. etc. Soon we will be starting your session. If you cooperate, we can start early and you will not be wasting time. Keep all your mobiles in your silent mode. Silent mode. The last rows. கேக்குதா? நான் என்ன பேசுறேன்னு புரியுதா? The last rows. Any queries? The last row, the boy who raised his hand. Any query?
ఆన్ చేయమంటే ఒకటే ఆన్ చేసి మిగతా జనరా అవన్నీ ఏమని కింద పోయి అడిగి తీసుకున్నాను ఎక్కడ పెట్టారు కొన్ని ఆన్ చేసుకున్నా లాస్ట్ Good morning to all of you, my dear students. As you know very well, that this is the college where the procedure will be followed. Whatever the University and the Bar Council of India says, that will be carried out in toto. See, as a part of curriculum, this Moot court training, court observation classes, and the other lectures on your civil practice and criminal practice. All these things will be explained by different lecturers, right? And you may feel little inconvenient saying that in so-and-so college it is not being followed, in other college they are not following, all these things. Don't compare the bad colleges with this college. I request all of you, follow this. Because once it goes wrong, those colleges will be out. So till they are caught, they may be kings. Once they are caught, finished. All your degrees will be cancelled. So that is the reason why I say, don't compare this institute, this procedure with any other colleges. They will not try to protect you. But whereas in this college, being a senior lawyer and a chairman of this college and academician, I want to protect all your interests. So when we are following the procedure laid down under the Bar Council of India Act, nobody can harm you. As you know very well, in the legal education policy, the Moot course, the court observation classes, internship diary, all these are compulsory. But this cannot be known to other colleges, and even if they know, they will not follow that. That is highly objectionable. As you know, very recently, one of the colleges is being inspected by the Bar Council of India, wherein nothing is found. And there will be problems, both for the institute as well as the students. You might have seen a college in Visakhapatnam, after the admissions are over, after 1 year, application is being withdrawn. Recognition is being withdrawn. Then all those students, they lost 1 year, 1 academic year. They try to come over here, they try to go and take admissions in some other colleges. But already admissions are closed, they lost 1 year. The institution itself is closed. So that is why I say always, this institute tries to protect the interest of the students. That is the top priority for us. And we try to follow all the rules and regulations which are laid down by the Bar Council of India under the Advocates Act, Part 4. So that is the reason why, even if this may be little inconvenient for you, but you should not feel inconvenient because it is a part and parcel of your syllabus. Right? So please better not to compare any other colleges which do not care the interest of the student. And when we follow all these things, you will have an evidence. Even your Tamil Nadu Bar Council or Kerala Bar Council or AP Bar Council or Karnataka Bar Council, they may ask you, they may make an inquiry whether so student has studied properly or not. What is his academic credentials? When they check, entire your evidence will be there on the record in the college. And none of you will be affected by any inquiry. So here in this college, we give top priority to the academic affairs. And the students who feel little inconvenient after going out, after getting your degree and when you are practicing as an advocate, then you will realize the problem. Oh, that is the reason why Tipanis are used to tell. You will remember only after getting degree and when you start practicing the course. So my dear students, all of you will be protected always in this college. And there are a lot of cases against the students, against the colleges, asking the particulars of the students. And nowadays, even the police departments are, especially from Tamil Nadu, be careful, students from Tamil Nadu, don't involve in any criminal or civil cases. Civil cases, okay, but criminal cases, please don't involve. I have received so many complaints from Tamil Nadu police stations. Sir, don't issue degree to so-and-so student. Sir, so-and-so student is involved in so many dacoit cases, theft cases, murder cases. Very recently, a student who has taken admission in this college, like his admission is not ratified. Even before ratification of one lady student admission, she prepared her own ID card mentioning the registered number of senior students. See how? And police people have come with a complaint that so-and-so student is studying in your college and her boyfriend is involved in a murder case. This lady is also involved in that case and we want to verify her admission and all. Then we have searched everything. We could not trace out from the list of the admitted students. All the years we have checked. First year, second year, third year, fourth, fifth, all. Then no such student with that name is found. Then we have searched in the applications which are filed for admissions for 22-23 academic year. In that list we could trace out one girl student. And she prepared one ID card with the registration number of her senior. And she went to police station saying that I am a law student and she did some mischief. And her friend is involved in a murder case. Do you know what we have done? We have not given admission to that girl. We have not sent our application for ratification to the government. In the beginning itself, our admission application form is withdrawn. So that is the reason why I say, don't get involved in any criminal cases during your academic period. That is going to be a very hurdle for you, and the bar council of the concerned state, they may refuse your enrollment as an advocate after getting your degree. Right? So your livelihood will be affected, your profession will be affected. So please don't involve in any criminal cases. And we have seen so many cases. Even we have witnessed, all of you have witnessed that an incident which took place near toll gates on the way to Puttur. How it happened, everybody knows it. But don't get involved in such type of cases and get bad name to the institute, bad name to your parents, and bad name to yourself. And to the profession. So a lot of people are doing like this, then what is this? And we are wearing all white dress. And immediately the public will identify that so-and-so is a lawyer, is a law student. And when we are misbehaving, they think that this is the nature of the advocates and the law students. That bad name we should not get. Even at the time of admission, in the beginning day class itself, in this conference hall I said, when you say that you are a lawyer, what happens? Nobody will try to give their daughter to you. When you say that you are an advocate, nobody will come forward to give their building for rent. When you say that you are a lawyer, no bank will come forward to give a loan. Why? Why? We have to think about it seriously. Why we got very bad name in the society? And even the politicians, they simply ignore, you are a lawyer, after all lawyer. Maybe having good name in the high court level and Supreme Court level. But so far as the official courts and district courts are concerned, when you say that you are a lawyer, we got a bad name. By looking at us, they will have a different eye on us. So that we have to change. How we have to change? By our character and conduct, by our nature, by our behavior, and by our behavior in the society, in the public. So these are my instructions, my dear students. And the other thing is, now from 20th onwards, all of you must attend the course in the morning hours and afternoon hours. We will have classes in this conference hall. Right? So my sincere advice to each and every one of the students is, don't go with any vehicle to the court premises. Last year we have witnessed a very bad incident. And some of the students, they put their boy students, they put their hands on the girl advocates, on the shoulders. And the bar council chairman, he quarreled with our staff and he made a complaint to the district judge. Sir, college students have come and attending the court, and some of the students are putting their hands on our own advocates, lady advocates' shoulders. What is this? Then they informed me, and I said, I'm sorry. What to say? On your behalf, I said sorry, as if I committed mistake. But all of you have not committed any mistake. Only one or two. Because of one or two students, the entire students community gets that. Is it not? Only one or two. And the good students must try to prevent them from doing these things. Right? So you kindly advise good students, if any student goes error, you kindly rectify them and put them in the order. So the very important thing is, many of you are coming by two-wheelers and four-wheelers. We have a sufficient place for parking your vehicles in our college premises. Kindly park all your vehicles, even two-wheelers also. Don't go with the two-wheelers or four-wheelers to the court premises, because the court premises is very small. The problem starts from that point of view. The moment when you try to enter with a car or scooter, the problem starts. Because they don't have a sufficient place for parking the advocates' cars. So please, all of you, maintain this. Keep all your two-wheelers or four-wheelers in our college campus and go by autos. Go by autos to the courts. Get down outside the court and enter into the courts. And all the conduct which you have to maintain in the courts, our Professor Srikanth, senior professor, will explain to you what are the things which every student has to observe. The moment when you go to court, the moment when you come out of the court, all these things he will explain. With this, my dear students, now I request our Professor Srikanth to explain the code of conduct of the students which has to be followed in the court premises. Yeah. And we are also going to conduct moot court competitions in our college for the final year students only. You can form a group, three students as a group, and you can give your names also today or tomorrow. And we will be giving you 2 or 3 problems. Whatever is convenient for you, you prepare notes on that and participate in the moot course. That will also be explained by our Professor Abhijit and Danya Madam in due course. Right? So with this, my dear students, kindly follow my instructions and kindly get good name to you and to your parents and finally to the institute. Thank you, one all, thank you.
Yeah, please. Good morning, students. Hope you have all written fifth semester examinations well, right? Evidence, CPC, everything, right? So now, yeah, please listen. Now you have come to the final semester. Now you are having general 3 papers, honors 5 papers, and apart from this written examination, you will be having more that court observation is there for you. So normally morning times you have to go to the courts, and afternoon you have to attend your regular classes. So there is some etiquette attached to the courts. Straight away, you cannot enter into the courts in whatever manner you want. You know, in last week, one advocate, he has entered the high court with the jeans, right? Then judge saw that person, asked the police to take that guy and send him out. So straight away, whatever like in your manner, you cannot attend the court. ఎప్పుడైనా అప్పుడు కోర్టులో enter అవ్వకూడదు. There is some importance attached to the court manners. First one is, whenever you are entering into the court, first thing what I observe from my observation is your haircut. Right? So everybody should have a decent haircut. So, ఎప్పుడైనా అప్పుడు హెయిర్ కట్ పనినాక you may attract other persons but not your claims. You understand? You can attract your friends or whatever it may be, but you cannot attract the claims. So everybody should maintain a decent haircut. We will observe. If you don't maintain that haircut, you will get a prize. யாராவது அது மாதிரி ஹேர் ஸ்டைல வந்தா ஒரு பிரைஸ் இருக்கு. என்ன தெரியுமா? வைவால 5 क्वेश्चन ஜாஸ்தி கேட்பாங்க நான். Yeah. Whoever comes in this haircut, I will ask you 5 questions extra. Keep it in mind. If you are ready to answer, you can come. So this is first aspect. So everybody should maintain your haircut in a decent manner. First. Second aspect is, everybody should maintain dress code. Dress code means mukka pant allam pottam coat varakodadu. 3/4 pants nobody should use, and without socks you cannot wear your shoes. You know why? If you wear 3/4 pants, your life will be 3/4 only. Yes, this is second aspect. Everybody should maintain a decent dress code with your college ID cards. Haircut, your dress code is second point. Third point is, please park the vehicles here only and go in a auto. No vehicle should enter into the court premises. Even outside the court premises also, in the vehicle which you cannot jam the traffic. This is very, very important. Everybody should park their vehicles here only, and you have to go to the courts. We should not see any Tamil Nadu vehicle there. Yenna local advocates ke adam kadiyadu court langa. If you go on what is called jam the traffic, it's a big problem for us. This is third point. Fourth point is, nobody should carry mobile phones to the court premises. Remember, even if you carry your mobile phones, it should be in a silent mode. Court pona udane selfie ala edukkodadu court judge. புரியுதா? ஒருவேளை செல்ஃபி எடுத்துக்கணும்னா என்ன பர்மிஷன் கேட்டு என்ன கூட ஒரு செல்ஃபி எடுத்துக்கோங்க. Right? Nobody to take selfies in the Court is strictly prohibited. Remember, court has certain powers. They can seize your phone. They can seize your phone. They can sell in the auction. They can give the amount to legal services authority. Court has powers. Please remember this. If any judge was enraged by your behavior, he can seize your phone. புரிஞ்சுதா? phone போச்சுன்னா அப்புறம் லைஃப் இல்லை உங்களுக்கு. Because phone is your life. This is ஆமா அவ்வளவுதானே. phone you will come to college without pen. You will come to college without books. But you come to college without phone. No, phone should be there. எங்க போனாலும் first phone இருக்கா இல்லையா? Right. Next aspect is whenever you are entering into the court chambers, never sit in the chairs mentioned for advocates. Please see that. And the chairs இருக்கிறப்போ அது when it is for the lawyers, please don't sit in those chairs. First aspect. Another aspect is never talk with your friends in the court proceedings or going on. Don't keep your phones also. Phone எடுக்கக்கூடாது court premisesல. This is another aspect. Then, whenever you are entering into the courts, first you have to go to the courts. Court உள்ள enter ஆன உடனே கையெடுத்து நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி உள்ள enter on. This is first and foremost etiquette in the courts. Plus, whenever you are to come out of the courts again, you have to do the same bow gesture. You cannot what is called back the courts. திரும்பி வரக்கூடாது கோர்ட்ல. எப்படி கோர்ட்ல போனீங்களோ அப்படியே திரும்பி வரணும். This is another aspect. Next, sometimes you go to the courts, you feel bored, you come out of the courts and you will flip with your friends. Court premisesல எப்பவுமே உட்கார்ந்து பேசக்கூடாது, வெளில வந்து பேசணும். These are the basic things which you have to follow in the courts. If anybody was found not doing this, definitely we will take some action against you. This is another aspect. Now you are having 5 subjects. Criminology and victimology is there for you. It is for 100 marks. Then another subject is there, professional ethics. One subject இருக்கு, that carries 80 marks for you. And another subject is ADR is there, alternate dispute resolution. It is for you for 50 marks. This is for general and honors. 2 subjects or more, insolvency and bankruptcy laws. And another subject is international trade law. Apart from this, you have to attend the courts in the morning and in the afternoon. You have to attend the classes, and subsequently you will be given the Moot problem also. How many people are participating in Moot court competition? Please raise your hands. Right. Yeah, please, right. Now, no ladies யாரும் participate பண்ணலையா? Yeah. Now, please listen. Right. Please. You will be given the Moot problem. First of all, you study the Moot problem, and first you have to analyze whether you have to go to the original side, it is there, or appellate side you are arguing, or revisional side. You know 3 different arenas every case will operate. What is the meaning of original side? What is the meaning of original side? First time where you are going, that is known as original. Now you have to read the Moot problem, whether the case has to go to the original side or appellate side. That means when you are going for appeal, it is appellate side, or you are going for revisional side. you have to analyze the moot problem. Then subsequently, after reading the moot problem, how you have to argue before the courts is, first you have to analyze the facts of the case. அந்த கேஸ்ல என்ன facts இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி first பார்க்கணும். Then, after reading the facts of the case, after thoroughly going with the facts of the case, then you have to start with whether you are arguing for the petitioner side or respondent side. First, we have to take the stance whether you are for petitioner side or respondent side. Then, subsequently, how this has been violated by any act, how your rights has been violated under the fundamental rights, and how you are invoking the jurisdiction of the courts. Then first என்ன introduce பண்ணணும் na moot courtல facts we have to introduce. First facts we have to introduce in the case. Then first time என்னன்னா you are appearing for which type, whether plaintiff or defendant, petitioner or respondent. Introduce your facts. Then how your case has been violated, the act, whether fundamental rights, then you have to substantiate by way of evidences. Facts introduce panna vittu next enna pannanumna evidences which is in favor of you, you have to introduce. Slowly you have to take the courts to the law aspects. Then subsequently, what is your ultimate prayer? Then what you are seeking the courts. This is how to interact in the moot courts. Right? Now, you know do's and don'ts of the courts. கோர்ட்டுக்கு போன உடனே என்ன பண்ணணும் என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன், என்ன பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லி நீங்க டிசைட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. These are the basic things which you have to follow in the courts, right? Then subsequently, after this session, you will be having your regular classes in the afternoon. I am taking ADR and insolvency and bankruptcy laws, right? Any doubts in there? Doubts ஏதாவது இருக்கா? Doubts இல்ல? Yes, any doubts? Right? Class room நடக்குறாரா? Right? These are the things which you have to follow in the court premises. Right?
My dear students, please keep silent for a while. I think all of you might have noted your court observation classes, court visits. We have divided into three groups, A, B, and C groups, right? So A group, all 3 years LLB students will be in A group. All 3 years LLB, not honors, only 3 years LLB, general. And B group, all 3 year LLB honor students. They are B group. C group, all 5 years LLB courses. BLLB, BLLB honors, BBLLB, and BCom LLB. All the 4 branches are under C group. And we have divided you into 3 groups, and each group will go on one particular day. That also dates we have given. I think all of you might be knowing this. A group will go on 20th morning to the courts, by sharp 10 o'clock to the courts. A group. Then 21st B group, 23rd C group. Again it will be repeated 24th A group, 25th for all the students jail visits in the morning hours. All the students jail visits. Irrespective of ABC groups, all the students must go to jail visit in the court campus on 25th. And again 27th C group, 28th again A group. Like that we have divided, and I think by WhatsApp group they have sent this timetable also to each and every student who is having WhatsApp group. Right? All of you have received? Okay, accordingly, you kindly visit the courts. And the B group students should not go along with the A group to the courts. Only on a specified date, specified group only should go to court, and others are not allowed to go on that day. But afternoon hours, all the students are having practical training classes in the college campus here only. All the afternoon days, starting from 16th to 4th of next month. Practical training classes will be conducted only in the college from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the moot court competitions will be held on 5th and 6th of April. Kindly give your names, those who are willing to participate in the moot court competitions, and they will also be given participation certificates, and the best team will get 20,000 rupees cash. 20,000 rupees cash, the best team. The best team will get 20,000 rupees cash, and the runners will get 10,000 rupees. And all the participants will get participation certificates. My dear students, on 12th of April, your prize distribution will be there for the moot court competitors. On 12th, right? That is the last day. And again on 13th of April, records will be distributed to all the students. 13th, all the students must attend for receiving your records also. And also, along with this, you have to file your examination application form also. Now we are getting it ready for examinations. See, in the final year, every student must take some interest, and your course will be over by June ending. I want to see that your examinations will be conducted in the first week or second week of June. By the end of June, we want to complete your examinations, and by the end of July, we want to see your results. We want to see your results. And in this direction, we are moving forward. And in this direction, we are moving forward to complete your syllabus from 16th to 4th of April. So by 4th of April, we want to complete your syllabus, and because only 50% syllabus is there, lot of practical training and all there, and records work will be there, and we will give you very good time for writing records. You may get more than 20 days. For writing the records, you may get more than 20 days. So my dear students, kindly follow these instructions and try to attend classes as much as possible. So in the morning hours, all of you should go to court by sharp 10 o'clock, and you have to attend the classes in this conference hall by 2 o'clock, right? In the court also, they will take attendance, biometric as well as physical attendance in the court, and also biometric and physical attendance in the college also in the afternoon, right? Before starting your classes, attendance will be always attendance in the college will be taken in the fourth floor in the allotted rooms. Now you are being given your internship diaries in the same rooms. In the same rooms, we are taking the attendance. We are taking the attendance. In the court also, 2-3 lecturers will come, and 2-3 our college staff also will come. They will take both biometric and physical attendance in the court campus also. As I said earlier, every one of you must maintain high silence when you enter into the court. Please be careful. And the students who are having different styles of your hairstyle, please cut it. Be as a lawyer, as a law student. Nowadays, a lot of students are coming in different styles like cine artists. Cine artist, it is okay, but not for a law student, right? Or cinema hero, heroine is okay, but not for a law student. So kindly see that you should appear as an advocate and change your hairstyle, because you are in the final year, final sem, back end of your academic career, and kindly be like a lawyer, and you must be a model to the public, not as an artist. Please kindly, though it is very difficult for you, please, I request all of you to cut your hairstyle as an advocate and attend the courts. See, you are supposed to come from 20th onwards, 20, to the court. Before that, you please kindly see that your hairstyle should be changed. Many of the students are having different styles, long hair and different styles, completely removing here, putting here in the long way, and cutting completely on both the sides. Just like agriculture fields I have seen, cutting the grass to maintain that between kaya to kaya, flat to flat. They will cut the entire grass. So like that, whenever you are having cuttings totally on all the sides except front side. So kindly avoid that, and kindly get good name to the college by showing your good conduct and character in the court premises. If anyone goes wrongly, please keep it in mind that I am not going to give you attendance certificate. I will give you degree, but I will not give you attendance certificate, without which you cannot go for enrollment. I will put you in the list of bad conduct students. This is not any punishment, but it is only to see that everyone should get good name and you must act as an advocate. That's all. Thank you, Vanada.
After this class, now I would like to invite Professor Danya, Madam, to discuss about that Moot project. Danya, madam, please.
Respected Triparati sir, beloved principal and my colleagues, and all the budding lawyers, good morning to all. I'm Danya, and I will be dealing with the moot court preparations. From morning till now, you people are hearing like what is moot. Repeatedly you're asking, you're hearing moot. Moot now, what is moot? Can everyone tell me the word meaning of moot or anything? So many of you raised your hands that you want to compete in moot court competition, right? What is moot? Huh? Yeah, it's exactly. It is an opportunity given to all the students, especially the law students, an opportunity to argue as if in front of a real court. You will be given a problem, you will be given a hypothetical problem or issue in law, so that you can frame your issues and make all the analyze the legal positions in law, and you are given an opportunity to argue. So that is what we say moot. Or not, as I said earlier, moot is the real replica of what is a real court proceedings. Court there will be judges, two parties will be there, counsels will be there representing the parties, one side for the plaintiffs or the petitioners or the appellants, whereas for the respondents and the defendants on the other side, right? That so far you people know, right? Anna, what is the actual purpose of conducting moot in colleges? You know, you're getting an opportunity to do it in court, right? Being you all are budding lawyers. After a couple of months, you will be appearing before the court. Another opportunity collected. And in what is the necessity of or the purpose of conducting moot court competitions here in colleges? There are three main things. As far as I am concerned, there are three main things. Other opportunity I put it. First is it's a proper conduct, because you don't know, you are like you're coming to the court for the first time, you people don't know how to appear, how to behave, and that is what we give a demo or given in the moot court competitions. First one with regard to the conduct or the etiquettes that you have to follow. Etiquette means every court address the way you address the court, honorable judge, or your lordship, or respected whatever, even the respect that we give to a co-counsel or the opposite counsel. That is the etiquettes that you have to follow even now and throughout your life. That is what the first and the primary thing you learn in moot court is. First thing is context and etiquettes. Second thing is, as sir told earlier, it's a proper dress code. How you represent yourself, how you put on your role, how you come in like your white and black shirts and your gown, that represents who you are. You are representing your client, right? So the dress code plays a very important role in moot court. That is what is one of the judging criteria in moot court competition. And finally, is the language that we use, because it should be a formal language. The legal terms that we use and also the way we address the court must be formal. So that is the main purpose of conducting moot court competitions. So I hope you people, those who are willing to give their names for moot court, please keep these three things in your minds: the context, the etiquettes, as well as the way you dress and the way you speak before the court, before the bench. Okay. Now, The main importance of moot court competition is that five important things you could analyze. First thing is, maybe if you have joined a moot court competition during your earlier days, first years or second year, you might not learn CRPC or IPC or any competitive law, environmental or anything. Maybe because in the initial stage you will be given only contract act or simple subjects, right? You will get an opportunity to learn legal issues which would be taught earlier. You will get an idea of subjects in the future which we are going to learn. So you can have an opportunity to learn about the legal issues. And the most important thing is research. Research is the basic or the foundation of the moot court competition. Because in moot court competition, there are three parties. Okay, there will be two speakers and there will be a researcher. All the three participants are researchers and speakers. Not the researcher has to do the research alone and the speaker has to argue alone. Because each and every one has to work in a team. It is a total team effort. Because even one of your party, one of the speaker is unable to go forward, it is a researcher or the other speaker who has to help them to move forward, right? So it is a team effort of research, and it gives you ample knowledge on how to do forward. Because my idea would be bad because my co-counsel's ideas would be great, right? So there is an opportunity to share your ideas, and also you have a group team effort. So first thing is you will get an opportunity to learn and analyze legal issues. Secondly, you will have a group teamwork as well as an opportunity to do research together. And by doing a moot court competition, I would guarantee you, there are two things that you will really improve. First thing is your advocacy skill. The first and foremost, as I have practiced for about 4.5 years, the first thing I found difficult is convincing the court. Because there is only one legal position, there is only one law, it is up to us how we convince the court and we win our side. So that advocacy skill and also how we interpret the law. Because in moot court competition, you have to prepare the memorials and you have to argue for both the sides, right? As for the petitioner as well as for the respondents. So you will have an opportunity to analyze out of the box. How can we argue for the other side? At the same time, so that is very important as an advocate. It will be very helpful for you if you participate in a moot court competition. And you will get a hell lot of confidence. I will guarantee you. The confidence I am getting to stand in front of this huge crowd for the first time is because of the competitions I have participated in. You will have that self-confidence because you have the language, you know the law, you have read about the moot problem and everything. So you will have the capacity that you will convince the court. So these are the important aspects of and the advantages. First thing, maybe you have the stage fright, but I would say all the judges would make you comfortable, even in your real courts also. If you're budding lawyers, they would give you confidence that to come forward. So this would be a stepping stone for you to start your advocacy. And now we will discuss how to prepare the moot. Okay, as I told earlier, there are three members in the team. First one is a speaker. Speaker 1, speaker 2, and a researcher. In some cases, there would be observers also, but the observers won't be given any certificates or anything. But you can take one of your friends or anyone to observe how it has to be conducted, how it is being conducted, how it can be presented before the court. So there are three people: the speaker 1, speaker 2, and researcher. Here, in speaker 1 and speaker 2 is the one who approaches the court, who has a direct connection with the judges. Got it? They will do, if there is 4 or 5 issues, conveniently they will divide the number of issues among themselves, and the researcher has to supply all the materials while they are arguing before the forum. Clear so far? So first thing they have to make sure is form a team that you are convenient with. Because, as I told earlier, this is a group effort. Oneself should selflessly help each other. Only then it can be helpful. With this, I'm telling you out of my experience. Second thing is, you can select your mood problem according to your wishes, because there are n number of varieties of mood problems that you can find in the online. For example, constitutional law, competition law, IPR, environmental law, n number of criminal laws, and there are different types of mood problems are available in the site. So according to your convenience or according to your interest, you can select your mood problem. Okay. Once you get your mood problem, you have to do three things. First thing, read. Second thing, read again. And third thing, read again and read. This is the most important thing with regard to mood problem is first time when you read, you won't understand what it is. It's all Latin and American. What is it? You won't understand what is written on it. Second time you read only, you will get a basic idea of what they're talking about. What is the legal issue involved? Or what is actual law is involved. Maybe first time when you read, you won't understand the parties. What is the actual problem involved in the legal, or what is the actual legal issue involved in it. So first time you have to read, second time you have to read, third time you will get a clear, I guarantee you will get a clear idea of what is it about, what the actual problem that we are talking about. Accordingly, to your convenience, you have to design the speakers. Firstly, because the first main issue in most of the mood problem will be the maintainability issue. Whether the suit, whether the appeal, whether the revision petition is maintainable by the forum. That has to be argued. That should be one of the issues should be involved in a mood problem. And accordingly, you can, maybe I am good at procedural law, I might not be good at convincing with regard to the facts. I might be the second mooter. This first mooter, because the first mooter has to speak about the facts of the case. He has to convince about the statement of jurisdiction. And then he has to go to the mood problem and the issues that has been involved. Say, for example, there are 5 issues. First 2 issues and the mood and the problem has to be dealt by the first speaker, and the rest of the issues and the prayer has to be dealt by the second speaker. So, once you get the mood problem, you have to read any number of times unless and until you are thorough with it. Because you might go blank while arguing, you might go blank, you might not know the pages that you are talking about. But your problem, your hypothesis will save you. Because at the end of the day, this is what we are here for, right? We are here to argue the mood problem. So, your mood problem, it should be at your fingertips. Got it? Should not think, because the first thing, maybe the judges who have come, they might be good at they may be very versed with the laws that they practice or pursue, but they might not know the issues, or they might not know the problem that has been involved. So it is a good opportunity to get the attention that you know something. Actually, this is all kind of showing off, to be honest, that you know something and you are good at it. So first thing, please take note. Those who are interested to do moot court competition, please take note right now itself. Please take note of it. First thing is the moot problem. Second thing involved in a moot competition is the issues. Most of the moot competition would actually give you the issues at earlier hand, but if there is no, if it is not being given, you have to frame the issues. Issues, as I told earlier, first thing must be the maintainability. Whether the SLP is maintainable, whether the writ petition is maintainable, whether the whether this High Court has jurisdiction to try the court. So maintainability is the first and the foremost important thing with regard to the issue. Second thing is the law at hand. Has the activity or any provision has been violated, or he has done against the law, then accordingly you have to frame at least 3, 4, 5. The minimum of 4 or 5 issues has to be there in a moot court problem. Okay, and even while distributing a moot court problem, issue, you should be very, very clear with who has to do which issue. Because at the moment, if you are not prepared, because even if it is in a chronological order, you can arrange according to your convenience. I might be okay with the first issue and the third issue. So I can do it accordingly, but you have to make sure the court, you address the court that I am doing the first and the third issue. The court counsel will be dealing with the rest of the issues. Okay, so distribution of issues is another important. thing. Next, so we have read the problem, we have we have framed the issues. Now the parties. There will be, as I told earlier, there will be two parties, right? Could be the plaintiff, could be the, that you have to understand. Is it a plaintiff, is it a petitioner, or is it an appellant? Accordingly, you have to write, because in an 136, Article 136 petition, is it a plaintiff, petitioner, or an appellant? In SLP, is it a plaintiff, petitioner, or an appellant? Or when you go for a writ petition, it is how we represent yourself, as a petitioner or as a plaintiff. It's a petitioner, right? So accordingly, the parties has to be decided. The plaintiff's appellant, or the petitioner, or the respondent, or the defendant. Now, again, the most important thing is the judging criteria. I haven't even gone into the sub-memorial. First thing is, you get the Moot problem, you have analyzed the issues, then you have distributed the issues. Now we have to analyze what is the judging criteria. On what basis you will be judged. There are two things. First thing is the written submission or the memorial that you present. You have to submit a memorial of the arguments. Memorial means it will be a compendium of case laws that I will discuss in detail. And the second criteria, judging criteria, is the oral submission or the oral arguments that you make before the court. It will be valued, because for memorial, if it is 20 marks, rest of the 18 marks will be more for the argument. But this argument is solely based on the written submission that you have given. So the important thing, judging criteria, is first is the written submission and second is the oral submission. Clear? Now, please do take note of the things that I am going to say if you wanted to do a multiple competition in the college. Okay, there is a super prize money for everything for you guys. So please make sure, if I am valuing this, I will seriously look into all these things. So first thing with regard to written submission is the cover page. There should be a cover page, and in that cover page, there are 4 things that has to be written. Cover page, maybe the index page. See, this is the index. This is the index page. If you are a plaintiff, if you are a petitioner, if you are a appellant, it should be in blue color. Got it? The cover page should be in blue color, and in the cover page, first and the foremost thing that you have to mention is the name of the forum. Before the honorable dash, under section 136 of dash, whatever it is. So first thing in the cover page that you have to see is the what? Name of the forum. Name of the forum. Second thing is the competition by whom by it has been conducted. Now it could be at the end of the page or on the top of the page that the Dr. Institute 9th Moot competition, whatever be the heading. Then you have to mention the parties. Appellant, the name of the appellant, the respondent, name of the respondent. Got it. And also it is necessary to mention by whom this memorial has been submitted. Memorandum submitted, most respectfully submitted by the petitioner. Memorandum most respectfully submitted by the respondent. If it is submitted by a respondent, it has to be in a red color. Understood? And if it is submitted by a petitioner or the first party, it should be the blue color. So this is the first and the foremost important thing with regard to submission, written submission. First thing is the cover page. Then important thing is the table of contents. There should be a table of contents, because around 30 to 40 students might compete in a Moot competition. Okay. Each and every time the judges cannot go behind, or in which page he has written, or in which page he has submitted abbreviations or whatever. So this table of contents give the judges, make easy, the work will be easy, so as to look into which page you are arguing. So what all things have to be there in the content? First thing, list of abbreviations. Abbreviations means, because Supreme Court, because Moot problem in memorial will be around 30 pages to the maximum of 30 pages. In each pages, in order to cut it short, we might write not Union of India instead of UOI. Instead of Supreme Court, we might write SC. Instead of writing All India Reporter, we might write AIR. Understood? Instead of what? So those things have to be mentioned. So in list of contents, first thing is the abbreviation. Second thing is the index of authorities. Our soul, our heart and soul of this memorial is the authorities that you cite. Authorities means what? The law that you depend on, the journals that you have read, that I didn't tell in details. Okay. So the first thing in table of contents is abbreviation. Second thing is with regard to the index of authorities. Third thing is statement of jurisdiction. It is a mandatory thing. Statement of jurisdiction. Fourth thing is statement of facts. Fifth thing is statement of issues that you are going to deal with. And if there are 5 issues, that summary of the 5 issues has to be there. In short, not more than 1 paragraph, maybe 2 to 3 sentences. And that is to make sure are you for or against the law that you are proposing. And pleadings and authorities. That is the main argument. Pleadings and authorities and also the prayer. So we will discuss in detail what all should be the contents of the written memorial. So far is it clear? Yes or no? Clear? Yes. Huh? Colors for the petition, for the first part it will be blue color. Only the cover page, only the front index page should be blue color. Whereas for the other part it should be the red color. And as I stated earlier, on the index table of contents, the first thing must be the index of abbreviations. So you might make it short, as I stated earlier. Maybe Union of India as UOI, Supreme Court AIR, SCC. Then, but even for section, even for verses, we put V and dot, right? What is it? We should explain. It is the duty on our part to make it clear to the judges that it is verses, and that is whatever the abbreviations that you have included in the memorial has to be stated in the list of abbreviations. Clear? Next is the index of authorities. Index of authorities is the laws, the legal issues, or whatever that we depend on, that we rely on. First thing, it should be the articles that we have read, the commentaries that we have read, the books that we have referred to, the laws, the acts, even the online site. But online site, you have to make sure Wikipedia and everything will be, it's not a reliable site. Even India Kanun is not a reliable site. But whereas in SCC online, Jester, Hair online, these are the things which are accepted even by the real courts in India. So that kind of authorities has to be stated. What all online databases that we have referred to. And even mere documents, maybe Bhagavad Gita or any religious documents that we have referred to. And most importantly, we have to refer the table of cases with citation. It is important that you have to write the table of cases that we have referred in the memorial. Got it? So these are the things that has to be stated in the index of authorities. Clear? Now the fifth thing is statement of jurisdiction. By stating jurisdiction, you cannot blatantly say that this petition is maintainable under so and so. No, that is not allowed here. You should support with reasons. You should give the reason why it is maintainable, why this petition is maintainable. Do I have the local standing to come before this honorable court? These has to be given with reason in statement of jurisdiction. Here, next comes the statement of fact. Might be in some law colleges, they will give you 5 to 8 pages of memorial. 5 to 8 pages of moot problem. But it is just to make sure, do we have the comprehensive writing capacity to make it short, just to write the important things that is only necessary. Statement of fact, in some moot cases, you have to frame it. But make sure you don't miss out the important thing while making it short. So statement of facts is very, very important. Make sure you give only the relevant fact, but it must be brief. It mustn't be boring because the first speaker is the one who has to address before the court with regard to the statement of facts. First time you go before the court and court, if the bench gets bored, he will not be interested to hear whatever you say. So make it crisp, like one word, very, very clear and nice. It must be very interesting. Clear. That is with regard to statement of facts. Next is statement of issues. Issues must be very, very, very clear. Like it should be in a question format, whether and it has to be start with a question tag. It has to end with a question tag, and the issues must start like whether the suit is maintainable, whether she is liable to be prosecuted, whether she is punishable under Section 302. Like that way, you have to frame the issues. Most probably, the issues would be given to you, but in scenario where it is not given, it has to be framed in such a way that it should be in a question format. Clear? So clear. Then these things, the issues that you are going to deal with, must be summarized. Maximum of one paragraph, 2 to 3 sentences. Are like with regard to maintainability, you are saying the suit is maintainable under so and so because of so and so. Only 2 or 3 sentences, not more than that. Because in detail, you are going to do with the arguments that you are going to advance. So far is the introductory part of moot court memorial. Maybe the first 10 pages will be these things. Then comes the arguments that are going to be advanced. Make sure it has to be very clear. Each issue must be highlighted. If convenient, if you want to make it convenient, you can create some issues as well. Okay. Is it maintainable? We are asking, like, or say, for example, is he liable to be punished under Section 302 IPC? We are making it in a subclause stating that is their intention, what's their knowledge, everything. If you want, you can categorize into subclauses, sub-issues, and so that you can give a clear idea of what you are talking about. As I said earlier, this argument, the argument that you are going to say before the judge or the bench, is the heart and soul of all the things that you have done so far. Because first thing, it has to be supported by legal authority. Summa vande like simply you cannot say something for namesake. It has to be supported by legal authorities. It has to be supported by case laws, precedents. Understood? So it is necessary that you have to mention the case laws, the laws that you have referred, the commentaries that you have referred to, the journals that you have referred to, everything, and it must be appropriately stated. Understood? And the language that is very, very important, the language that you use in the memorial must be active form of speech. It shouldn't be passive and it shouldn't be like informal. It should be formal and it should be in the active form. And important reference must be given in footnotes. You know, guys, footnotes, you know, right? If you are talking about Keshavananda Bharati versus Union of India, you have to give the citation. Instead of giving a citation along with the case laws, you can give it in the footnote, and in the footnote you can say about what in the case it has been dealt with. And one more important thing while you are referring to case laws is that simply giving case laws would not amount to memorial. How it is related to the issue at hand, how you are linking to that issue at hand is the important thing of, or we could say it's a beauty of a memorial. How you connect the memorial and the problem at hand and with the laws that you have referred to. And finally is the prayer. Prayer is very important. Why? Because you are arguing for half an hour before the court. Huh? You are interacting with, you are doing everything, and you're not praying anything. Don't you need relief? Relief is being mentioned in the prayer. That is, of all the authorities that I have cited, all the arguments that I made, I pray before this honorable court that so and so relief
has to be given to me. He has to be punished under section 302. The suit is maintainable. So I have to convince the court and I have to pray before the court that the suit is maintainable, or I need such and such relief, or pass any relief this honorable court seems fit for, or in the light of natural justice. Please award me this kind of relief to me. So this is the end of written submission. So in written submission, what all things you have to keep in mind? First is the cover page. Cover page, index of contents, then index of abbreviations, then abbreviations of authorities. In authorities, it is mandatory that you have to state everything, each and everything that you have referred to. The statement of jurisdiction, statement of facts, statement of issues, summary of pleadings, the main arguments, as well as the winds up being read. And while arguing and while preparing, it is mandatory that you have to do for both the parties. For the petitioner, for the respondent, you have to prepare, because it will be a surprise at the time or maybe half an hour before the competition only. You will be allotted which side you have to argue, which side you are going to argue, or which that is going to be decided only at the moment of the competition. So you have to be well versed with both the sides. And the most important thing is the teamwork. It is not the speaker alone is arguing. The researcher, the speaker one and speaker two. Everyone is a researcher, speaker, and a speaker two. Understood? So it is a team effort, and this is with regard to Moot competition. I look forward. A lot of people would come forward, and if there is anything with regard to any doubt, please feel asked. All clear? Thank you, guys, and all the very best for your future years. Before we wind up, you will be given 3 Moot problems for this competition that is going to be held in college. You will be given 3 Moot problems, and we would allot which and which team would be given which and which problems. I guess so. And while submitting the Moot problem, make sure all these things has to be mentioned while submitting the memo here. And for the Moot record, we have prepared a Moot record as well. In that, one case is for the petitioner side, one case we have dealt detail about the respondent side, and in one case we have dealt in detail about the judgments how we are going to write. Clear? We are giving an opportunity for you to analyze on the part which the respondent has not been given. You can make answers, make a memorial for the respondent, for the petitioner, as well as you can prepare the judgment. Clear? And we have given all the copies as well as and all the format, how it has to be made, which will be given at the end of the class. Not class, on specific date. And the Moot exam competition will be conducted on 5th and 6th. Okay, so be prepared, all the very best. Thank you. Please wait here and others are not coming.
Dear students, please maintain silence. Please. Just now, I found so many students are going that side. During this period, whenever you are here, you are not allowed to go that side, both girls and boys. If you want to attend nature club, you can use outside the washroom is there. You can go there and use that. Okay. Now, after this two, I think I can say this is mind-blowing session. Next class, that is your philology, victimology. That subject will be taken by our young professor, Professor Shivamastu Panna. So now the floor is open for you. You can invite. Let us hear about penology and victimology. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, guys. And as this is our first class, it should be an introductory class. So your subject is for today is penology and victimology. What is it? Penology and victimology. Penology is the word derived from the penal provisions. The study of penal provision is penology. What is victimology? To study about the victims, how to compensate them, how to give them treatments is about the victimology. For that things, for penal provisions or for the compensation for the victims, we should know why we need that two things. And that's why we need to know about the crimes, criminology, study of crime. Then only we can come to the penology, that means for the punishments, and victimology, that means to the provisions towards the victims. So what is criminology? Study of crime. What is crime? Any act or omission which is contrary to law, that is crime. So this is the general definition of crime. But if we go in a broad sense, what is crime? Anything which is derivative or which is contrary to our social structure, that is crime. In the sociological view. In legal view, when your act or any omission which is violate the present day law or legal system, that becomes the crime. So there are very different jurists, sociologists who discuss about these things, that what should be a crime, what should contrary, or what is goes against our the social structure, that are the crime. But for now, as we know that any act and omission, as our in general definitions, any act or omissions, when we do something, that is an act. When we omit which we are bound to do, that is an omission. So can anybody give an example of act when we get punishment? Normally, theft, we do certain things and we get punishment. Same way, any omission where we can get the punishment? Here in Tirupati, it is very famous not to wear a helmet while driving. It is our legal duty to wear a helmet, but we don't do that. We omitted that thing and we commit a crime. So whenever you do certain thing which is contrary, and when we omit it, when you are bound to do that thing, that becomes a crime. Now, what is needed for a crime? That means what is the ingredient of a crime? Law is nothing but just as a cooking. When you need certain dishes, you need certain ingredient to do that dish. So is well in the crime also. So what we need, it is the basic. In IPC we have discussed everything about that thing. Crime. So for crime, we need 4 things. What are they? Intention,
So there is, first, we need a human being to who commit the offense or crime or whoever. Then he has the intention to do that thing. For that, he has made a preparation. And last one. So these things are needed while we are doing crime. These are the basic ingredients of crime. So what are they? And we have already discussed it. You have discussed it, have classes on that things in your IPC classes. So we are not going to that part of this thing. Now come to the classification. As we have classified ourselves, like in every manner, by religion, by state, by country, we have this classified ourselves. So crime is also classified in different categories in our legal system. What are they? If we generally talking about the crimes, economic offense, offense against women, offense against state, offense. So there are different kinds of crimes or offenses. In specific legal or statutes, they are specify the crimes. If you go to IPC, Indian Penal Code, offense against state, offense against public tranquility, offense against body, offense against property, they are the category of the offenses in IPC. If you go to CRPC, bailable offense, non-bailable offense, compoundable offense, non-compoundable offense, cognizable offense, non-cognizable offenses are there. It defined the it categorized the crimes according to his requirement, CRPC. If we go to certain specific offenses, let it is the Dowry Prohibition Act. It specify the crime that when you have demanded dowry gift in the marriage, it makes it offensible or it become a crime in that particular offense. If you go to MPR, there are different. When you don't wear a helmet, when you don't have valid documents to of your vehicle, that are the crimes. So these are the categorization or the specification of the crimes. Now we know the crime, but whenever I always say to my class, whenever you have a suffer with someone or when you have to deal with someone, you have to need to know his history, his background. So what is the history of crime? We know the crime. What is crime? What is the categorization of crime? Discuss everything. And you know also that things. Now what is the history of crimes? When the crime started? Can anybody say? Crime is with us from our starting. When the human civilization started, crime is with us. The general definition of crime: act or omission, violate the law. When law comes, when we have the civilization, when we have come to a society. So crime is till death. From that day till now, crime is with us. Yes, but the nature, the definition of the crime is changes from time to time. In 12th or 10th, 12th century, the definition of crime is different. At that time, they called it is the divine displeasure of God, because in Bible, the Eve and Adams, they don't follow the words of God. That's why at that time, the crime means the divine displeasure. That's why a person commits a crime. After sometimes, it comes if someone harm other, that becomes a crime. Sorry, if someone harms the state, it's become a crime. That's why felony, treason is become a crime at that time, but murder and dacoity is not a crime at that time. Then after 16th, 17th century, it comes to the human. If some individual harm other, it's become a crime. So by the time definition of and nature of crime is changes. Take an example of India. Decades before, sati was the very righteous thing or very good thing. You know about the sati pratha, right? Yes or no? So it is a very virtuous thing at that time. William Bentinck came and make it a crime that whoever commit or whoever abetted someone to commit sati, he becomes a criminal. It's come under the definition of crime. And still it is prevailing. So when one time a simple act may be a crime or may not be a crime, till that Joseph Saini case, adultery was a crime for 97. But in Joseph Saini case, Supreme Court struck down this thing. 377 in that Satish Ghoshi Nas Foundation case and your Navtej Singh Johar case. And lastly, in the Navtej Singh Johar case, Supreme Court that same-sex marriage or relationship allowed it in India. So the main thing what I want to say that definition or that of crime is changes according to need of our society. So if we go to that sociological definition, crime is that thing which goes against the society. That means if you do something which is not the requirement or which goes against the requirement of the crime, society, that's becoming crime. That is our history of crime. That means by the time, as in the Mahabharata, Bhishma says, what is dharma? Sri Krishna says to Bhishma, what is dharma? Which is changes by its, the thing which is changed its nature by the time or which is good according to the time. That is dharma. Jadhara is sadharma, is good thing. But at the present time, what is need to be carried forward, that is your dharma. What Sri Krishna says to Pitama Bhishma. Same as when we have requirement. At that time, at time of sati, it is our requirement that yes, it is a very virtuous thing. It cannot be a question. But after now, it is prohibited. Why? Society don't need it. That's why we take that sati into a category of time. Same thing happened to every act or omission. Quite some time before, a act may be a crime, like adultery. Now it is struck down. You can't say that adultery is a crime. So my main motive to say these things are, you cannot put any act, a particular act, or you cannot make a straitjacket formula to define or to say that this act is a crime. So that is all about your history of crime. Now, I think you know about some history, definition, and ingredients of crime. Any more question? Now, first, when we are causing a crime, we need to go certain so now we know what is crime, what is the history of crime, what is the categorization of crime. But as I told you, crime is nothing but a what? How we put this. So we need to we have to go through certain procedures to commit a crime. What are the procedures? First, we have intention to commit that crime. I am going to have from this man. That is our intention. Second, we start to prepare for that thing. I need to break his house. I need this thing, that thing. Third, attempted to do that thing. I go near, I recce the area, I go inside that house. In that case, two things may be emerged. One, you succeed. Second, you fail. When you succeed, it's become an accomplishment. You committed that offense, and there is punishment in that regarding that offense or that act, whatever there is. If you fail, what happened in that case? You attempted, you recce, you everything, you go inside, but you don't find anything. You want to kill that person, you don't kill him. You can't kill him. In that case, that means you failed in your attempt. It becomes only an attempt. So in IPC, there are certain sections which is directly deal with the attempted provisions. That means attempt to murder, attempt to commit culpable homicide, attempt to commit suicide, attempt to dacoity. So that is the specific provision where you can get punishment for a offense. Attempted, where you cannot commit that offense. You just attempted but failed. But there are offenses where there is given no specific attempted provision for that offense. In that case, what happened? You get the punishment or not? Yes, you get the punishment. But under which section? 511. So whenever a person is attempted to commit theft, but he failed, and he was charged with the attempted offense, attempt to commit theft. In that case, his charge was written like 379/511. That means he has attempted on that. So in 511 is the general provision how to, or which deals with the attempted provision, where there is no specific provision for attempt. Yes or no? So there is offenses. If you commit it, you get the punishment. If you can't commit it or you fail it, you get for the attempt. But there are certain offenses where when you commit that offense, you don't get the punishment. But if you attempt that thing, you get the punishment. What is that? Suicide. So in suicide, if it is committed, you don't get that. It is only have the attempted provision. If you attempt it, you get the punishment. So according to you, is it okay to give punishment someone who has want to commit suicide due to his situation? So you can say that it is double jeopardy that person. One situation has put that punishment, and now you are giving him punishment due to that failed attempt of that thing. Is it okay? So there are 4 case law for this thing. Well, Supreme Court and different high courts. Basically, 2 cases where Supreme Court says that the constitutionality of this attempt to suicide. First, Nagbhushan Patnaik versus Union of India, where it says that no, your right to life does not include right to death. That's why you have to get the punishment. You don't have right to take your life. That's why you have to get the punishment for the offense. Second and recent, which is still prevailing, Gyanpur case. Gyanpur versus Union of India. In that case, Supreme Court says that fundamental right, that means right to life, is also included, right to death, and it also specifically says that one person is punished by the situation and he attempted to commit suicide. We should be sympathetic to that person, not to give penal or not to impose penal provision upon that person. And he stopped down. In that case, he said that no, one person cannot get the punishment for only attempt to commit suicide. If there is other things, yes, he can get the punishment for that case. But for attempt, no. Yes or no? In the penal provisions, there are certain offences where our punishment section are given the specific terms. Like in murder, it has only 2 punishments, life or death. So in that case, does the court has power to give any other punishment for that murder? Yes or no? Because in 302, only 2 provisions are there, death or life. So if a court wants to give some other punishment, like some imprisonment, can court give it? Yes, he can give it. Because Supreme Court says that the penal provision should not be rigid. It should be liberal to the power given should be given to the courts, that he can give the punishment for the offences or crimes according to the gravity of the offense. If it is grievous, give the higher punishment, don't worry. If it is not that much grievous or a first time offender, in that case, court can award the punishment according to their discretion. Yes or no? So this is all about your crime. As it is an introductory class, where that is for today. From next class, we are going to what is the dimension of the crimes and other things what we have in your syllabus. For today, this is all. Thank you and have a good day.
Good afternoon. How are you all? Fine. So this space is completely going to change your life. Okay. So don't take these things lightly, because we are going to shoot the questions from these classes. During Viva, you will be seeing us. how strictly we are going to scrutinize you guys. Okay, so take these classes very meaningfully and learn something. Probably from Monday onwards, you are going to start your court visiting classes, right? So behave properly. Last time, there were lots of complaints like student misbehaved, and that spoiled the reputation of our college. So this time, we are very strict about it. Okay, we are going to send you in a group like team A and team B and team C. So accordingly, you can go with your batches and observe the court. What are the proceedings? How they are behaving in the court? Okay. Last time, I would like to share one thing. One of our college student, he kept his hands over the lady advocate's shoulder. Seriously, that became a very serious issue, and they complained. Sir, your students are misbehaving. You know, they literally blame us. Last time, few advocates called me and they reported, like, sir, your students are not at all up to the mark. Will you behave properly this time? Yes or no? Will you all cooperate with us? Sure. Okay. So I don't want to introduce myself. I am Professor Maglian Raja. Okay, going to take international trade law for honor students. And general students also can listen my class. Okay, you can enjoy my class. And do you have any ambiguity, any doubts? Do you have any doubts generally? Do you have any doubts? Why are you dull, man? Be happy. Be happy. This is your final stage and you are going to complete your course. So enjoy, man. See your face. Just look at your face. Enjoy, man. This is the stage going to be a memorable days. Who whistled, man? Mark my words. Behave properly. I will catch you in the Viva. I will not leave you. My mercy has some limit. If you cross that limit, then you have to see my face. And you have to face the consequences. Last time we failed 4 students. I'm not joking. We failed 4 students. So I hope this time things will not be repeated. Literally, I'm not joking. Ask your principal. We failed 4 students by observing their behavior. See, already madam might have given some lecture about how you have to behave in the court. But it's my humble request, maintain your dignity and decorum. Because lay people are expecting more from you guys. Don't interact with clients. Okay, you should not interact with clients in the court, and don't interact with the advocates unless and until they permit you to interact. Please go ahead. Otherwise, don't disturb them, and never and ever take your mobile phone. You got me? Never and ever take your mobile phone and don't disturb them. Particularly, my dear boys, don't interact with lady advocates. I know. Don't ever interact with lady advocates. Behave properly. If you have any doubts to be cleared, your seniors are there. Your seniors are there. They will help you. There are 20 seniors are there in the court. They will help you. Ask them. make this session meaningfully make use of it. Don't spoil the reputation of your college. You got me? Our college has some reputation. Don't spoil that. I'm telling you, if you are not interested to visit the court, please leave the court premises and don't disturb the aspirant students. You got me? Don't take my sentence in a negative way. Understand my sentence? If you are not interested to visit the court, please leave the court premises and don't disturb your friends. Let them who are interested, let them listen. And your marks are in our hands. This time we have decided we have decided that whoever misbehaving, we are going to cut off their marks. Seriously, we are going to cut off your marks. And you have given a internship diary, right? Do you know how to use your internship diary? Yes or no? Do you know? Sir, principal sir, with your permission, shall I give them some instructions? Okay. See, you have two choices. Okay. You can visit your senior office chamber, and you have to follow the things which are given in your internship diary. Can you please give your internship diary? Yes. Yes, yes. I'll clarify your doubts. See, in the first page, the name of the student, registered number, and chamber. Here, no, if you are visiting any seniors advocates in Tirupati, that is called the chamber, you have to mention the chamber name or number. Clear? Next page. And after completing this session, I mean the certificate, after complete the session, you have to get the signature from that advocate and his seal. Last day, I mean April 13th. You have to get that signature from that advocate and seal and place Tirupati, session court or civil court, whoever. Okay, you have to get the signature and seal and the place where you visited. Here the place is Tirupati only, no more chance. Next page. Yes. So, for example, your senior will be giving a docket. What do you mean by docket? What do you mean by docket? Yes, first page of you have to mention that docket in page number 1. Okay, next, Wakalatnama. What do you mean by Wakalatnama? Who is appearing? The advocate who is appearing for the case, that you should mention. Next, if you find any notice or reply notice, you have to give explanation for that notice and reply notice in this internship diary. You got it? Next, plaint. What do you mean by plaint? What is a plaint? Okay. If you read that plaint, no, you have to write it here. You got me? Next, written statement. Anything you observed in that docket, all these things should be furnished in this internship diary. And regarding IA, interlocutory application, that thing also should be written in your internship diary. Next, summoning process. What are the process of issuing summon? That thing should be noted here. And transfer petitions. You'll be knowing everything once you visit the court. That process should be mentioned detailing. If not, If not, your mark will be reduced. If any of the things lacks here, your marks will be reduced. And judgment, order, decree. Till now, most of the students don't know the difference between judgment and decree. Yes or no? Can anyone come in here and explain about the difference between judgment and decree? I'll reward you. See, you will be rewarded. Anyone? The difference between judgment and decree. You might have studied in CPC. Order and rule. Tell me the order and rule. Anyone? The difference between judgment and a decree. I want a crystal clear explanation about judgment, order, and a decree. Anyone? Yeah, already you have completed your CPC, man. Anyone, come forward. I am giving you a chance. You are going to be famous in YouTube. If you come and answer here, the whole world is going to see you. You will become a popular person within a day. Mark my words. Anyone? Okay, I'll give you 1 day time. Tomorrow you should tell me what is the difference between judgment, order, and decree. Clear? Okay. Next, the difference between appeal, review, and revision. That process should be clearly mentioned in your internship diary. And next, criminal matters. What is mean by appearance memo and bail and anticipatory bail, bail bond, everything should be mentioned here. Okay. Next, exhibits, search warrant, arrest warrant, plea bargaining. Very, very important. Plea bargaining. Many of the students don't know the meaning of plea bargaining. Tell me, what is the meaning of plea bargaining? The word itself clearly says plea bargaining. Yes, please, sir. Ah. 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 Is there any harmonious relationship with counsel and accused in plea bargaining? Yes or no? Is there any? Who said yes? Can you give me any example for that? In plea bargaining, is there any harmonical relationship between the counsel and accused? Anybody? Madam, you said yes. See, plea bargaining plays a predominant role in disposing the case. Yes or no? Yes or no? How many of you are regularly attending the court during the course of your studies? I will not note your name. Tell me, how many of you regularly attending the court in the course of your studies? I saw many students in High Court. You can't notice me, but I notice you all. Okay, these two, take it as your work. Okay, and do it. And next, judgment. Judgment, you should give your own comment on this judgment. Whatever you observe from the court, you have to give your own judgment. Next, appeal, review, and revision. This should be clearly mentioned in your internship diary. So I have given you a crystal clear explanation how you have to write your internship diary. If you are failing to do this work, mark my words, you will not be getting your practical mark. Your mark will be cut off. So this time we are very much concerned about the quality of the students, not quantity of the students. You know the difference between quality and quantity. We are very much focused on quality of the students. So make use of this golden opportunity and shine like a star. And I wish you all the very best. Okay, so God bless. You have any doubt? Do you have any doubt? Ah. For example, if you are visiting a criminal court, okay, and if you are, for example, if you are seeing any arguments, you can ask the permission from that counsel and you can get that docket and read the case details. From that case details, you can note down everything, fill the things. Yes, there are two categories, right? Civil and criminal. You must visit to civil court as well as to criminal court. There are so many advocates who are ready to help you. You can get it. But one more thing, my dear students, don't copy from your friends. Never and ever copy from your friends. I will cross check. We will cross check. If you copy from your friends, I will strike it off and ask you to rework. You have to visit the court, you have to buy another internship diary and you have to rewrite. So no mercy this time. So you have enjoyed 3 years, right? At least this month, put some effort to learn something. You got me? Are you all clear? Will you cooperate with us? See, this is going to be a best example for your juniors. If you do these things successfully, automatically your juniors will be succeeded. They will follow you. But never and ever misguide your juniors. Please don't do that. Encourage them. And one more thing, girls should never interact with boys during court visit. And boys should never interact with the girls during court visit. This thing should be noted very seriously. You can have all the things outside of the premises, not inside the court. You got me? I should never see any of the girls talking to boys, and I should never see any of the boys talking to girls. And I'll give you one information. There are juvenile delinquent court also there. Juvenile delinquent court. Yes, you can interact. Last year students, very few students visited juvenile delinquent court. This time, I'm telling you, there are even juvenile delinquency court, juvenile delinquent courts also there. You can visit and interact. You got me? Feeling hungry? No, no, no. No, I know. Already you have overdosed with lectures. Now, then how do you feel hungry, man? Huh? You are overdosed with lectures. Huh? fine, man. Enjoy the day. So this kind of things will be getting for few batches, last year batches and this batches. So make use of the opportunity. Don't scratch your head. It shows your interest. And I have a few lists in my mind. I will follow those guys without their knowledge. So be aware. Okay, you got me? Any doubts? Any doubts? Tell me, man. Ask me. Any doubts? And one more thing, I forgot to say one thing. Never and ever force any advocates to interact with you. You got me? Never force any of the advocates to interact with you. They will be annoyed. Don't annoy them. Okay, request them, humbly request them. Sir, it's my internship, sir. Can you please help me? Last year, one student, you know how the way he asked the council, hello, sir, please come here. I want to ask you something. Seriously? Hello, sir, I want to ask you something. So don't do that. Request them, sir, can you please, sir, spare you a few minutes to answer for my question. They will voluntarily come forward and they help you. Some advocates are very busy in their schedules, so please don't disturb them. Okay, you got me? So never and ever force anyone to answer for your questions. There are 500 to 600 advocates are there. I'm giving you information. There are more than 500 advocates are there. They are ready to help you. Never and ever force anyone. And when the proceedings are going on, please don't shout. Then that will be considered as a contempt of court. You know, don't shout. When the proceedings are taking place, you should not shout, or you should not whisper. Even you should not whisper. Don't murmur, don't whisper. Okay. Stand there and observe things. Don't push anyone. Okay. And when you are intend to meet any seniors, please wish them. Sir, very good morning, sir. How are you, sir? Happy to see you, sir. And I'm glad to interact with you, sir. In that way, interact with them. That is the smoothest appeal to interact with an advocate. Don't ask, sir, what is your name, sir? Don't ask like that. These are the things which boost up your career as well as your future. We have to get the report from that AO, administrative officer, that your students are super, your students are good, they are behaving properly. This kind of positive comments we should get from AO. Last time, I was warned from AO and magistrate. Continuously they warned me, sir, you please take your students and leave the leave the premises. They scolded me very badly. Literally, they scolded me. On behalf of students, I got black and blue. They gave me left and right. So this time, I hope certain things will not happen. And my dear boys, I keep on reminding you, never and ever interact with lady advocates. I know if you see something dot, you'll be start interacting. Don't do that. Okay. Maintain your dignity and decorum. Who is that? You can do all kind of things. I'm watching you. Don't worry. I'll be paying back at the time of Viva. You will see me. I will show you all. I will take 20 minutes for each student during Viva. I will give you nicely. Then you will shiver, no. That time I will see you and clap. This absolute silence should be maintained there in the court. Okay? And one more thing I want to say. And if you want to interact with any juvenile delinquent in the court, you can. But the thing is, you have to approach properly. You can approach with the juvenile delinquents, but the way of approach is different. You got me? You can. You have all the rights to interact. You can interact and give the comments and give your own comments. Don't ever suggest them. Okay? Listen. To become a best advocate, you should cultivate the habit of listening capacity and observing capacity. Out of curiosity, don't talk too much. If you are raising an issue, that issue should be meaningful and answerable. Don't ask some stupid questions to them. And don't ever give suggestions. You have no right to give them suggestions. You have a right to listen them. That's all. Because you are still a lawyer. You are not an advocate. You know the difference between lawyer and advocate, right? Yes. You guys are still lawyer. You guys are not an advocate. So don't put any suggestions. Listen and observe and note down. Later, you can give your suggestions in the internship diary. Okay. So the juvenile delinquents' parents will be there. You can talk to them. The juvenile delinquents' parents will be there. You can talk to them. But thing is, don't put question and make them suffer. Already they are suffering, right? So the way of talk should be in a polite way. Okay, talk to them. And at the end of day, we will be taking you to prison, sub jail. We will be taking you to sub jail. There you can interact with prisoners, and we will be taking you to police station. And the SI, sub inspector of police, will be explaining you the proceedings, what is FIR, everything will be explained. Okay. So one more thing, don't bring your car and bikes. Never and ever bring your car and bikes. Okay. So within this, let me wind up. Okay. Thank you. See you all on Monday.
Dear students, yeah, please give me 1 minute. Two to three things I would like to share with you. During your entire all these food court observations, classes hour, last time we found that some of our students' friends, while they are attending classes, they are throwing gutka, pan masala, something, chocolate wrapper here and there. Here we found. As a students, I will tell you what is the meaning of this education. Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, he said that education is nothing but the modification of behavior. And you all of you know, Honorable President Ma'am is very particular about discipline. And we believe in discipline. So whatever Honorable Chairman sir in the morning, all my esteemed colleagues explain you about discipline. Whenever you are entering into this sanctum sanctorum, please keep one thing in your mind. I am entering to this temple of learning. Today, I will learn something. And when you will leave these institutions, leave for the society, serve to the society. So we, as I told you that we believe in discipline. And don't forget, you are under CCTV surveillance. Your activities, all things are, the recording is going. Whenever we found anybody, any students creating any problems or involved in any mischievous work, we will not tolerate. We will tolerate all your activities. You enjoy your life, but without creating problem to the institutions, to your teachers, to your friends, to the society. That as a principal, it's my sincere appeal to all of my students. Please maintain high silence and try to learn. Try to learn. Tomorrow you are going to become an eminent lawyer in the society. Let us be a law-abiding citizen. We are a law student. How we will serve society? So please remember, and it is my sincere appeal to all of you, don't throw that chocolate wrapper here, water bottle, don't bring. We are giving water outside. We are giving that water is there. And maintain silence. And what my esteemed colleague, Professor Madeline, explained that you will face the questions at the time of Viva from this business. So whenever a concerned subject teacher is delivering a lecture, please make it note, so that it will help you at the time of your examination when you will prepare notes for your examinations and at the time of final. Okay, and I don't want to stand before you, in between your food and you. So with this, let us close this session here. And more particularly about attendance, I'll tell you one thing. So when you will enter, you have to enter to the campus before 9:30. When you will enter, don't forget give your biometric attendance. 4 times every day, 4 times you will collect your attendance. Biometric attendance. Before 9:30, you have to occupy your seat. After 9:30, it will take your the biometric attendance. Though it will accept, but it will not. It will mark as an absent. Please remember these things. So try to enter this campus before 9:30 and give your biometric attendance. And during this 12:45, during exit time, we will take your that physical attendance here. Likewise, once again, after the break hour, after lunch hour, once again we'll meet sharp 2 o'clock. You will occupy your seat, then biometric, then 4 o'clock before leaving, you will give your attendance, physical attendance. Okay, please follow that. Otherwise, you know, regarding the absence, if there is any absence, so you will face the difficulties last. With this, let me stop here for today. Once again, we will meet sharp 2 o'clock here. Okay, thank you very much. As per our previous practice, girl students, please make one by one. Row wise, please. Boys, please sit here. Please wait. Let them go fast. Boys, don't leave your seat. Please sit down. Sit down for 1 minute. Let them go fast. More particularly boys, you are not allowed to go that side because our girl students are there staying there. Okay, so don't go. You are allowed to attend your lecture class, but you go outside whenever you want. Don't go that side. More particularly. Today morning, I found that 2, 3 students, senior students, they entered there, they used their washroom. So please don't go here. Okay. Go outside, attend your nature come, then. Karthik, please guide them. Please wait. Listen to me 1 second. If your the biometric, if your number is not there, if that biometric, that machine is not accepting your name, kindly report it to our office staff, Mr. Balaji. Immediately he will enter your name and registration number. Otherwise, he will pay for that. Okay. So if your number is not showing, name is not showing, please report it to our office, that attendance in charge, Mr. Balaji. Okay.